It's Wiki.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 14 carries, 83 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Over the middle, it's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a toss right to Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
But they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Running left is Walker.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. 16 carries, 61 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complimentary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. But officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Walker diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
On first down, Smith. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Barkley, inside handoff.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 1.
Here's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, Smith. Will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Throwing now is Geno. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw, Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Finding Otten once more. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The Raiders at 6-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Flush to his right.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Running right, here's Walker. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Walker once more.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take.
There he goes, left side. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
It's good, and it's 21-10. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, fit me for a neck brace, partner. One kickoff return in one direction for a touchdown, and the other one, they almost broke going back the other way.
Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Here's Walker.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run, Walker.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Up the middle with Barkley. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
On first down, Tagovailoa completes this one to Pickens. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Now Tua. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. George Pickens, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's taken in by Watson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Touchdown, Raiders! A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. Now he's loose at the 40.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. On play action, here's Tua.
Going across the formation, there's Lawton with it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Tua now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 30.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. Straight ahead, Walker.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, Smith. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. And the Raiders have got him. Micah Parsons. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, Smith. His throw incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
That is caught, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Holding. Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete. I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
And going right back to Walker. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Tua going to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8.
Geno now to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Shifts by him. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Geno on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now Geno. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Micah Parsons
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. On first down, it's Smith. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a throw here, hauled in. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Smith. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chris Jones in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa finding Otten once more. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Up the middle, here's Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Christian Watson from 3 yards out. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing now is Geno. This short throw caught by Goddard. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Smith now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Here's Smith.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Throwing again is Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll get this to about the 38.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Walker with another carry.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Smith on 1st down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Smith. And the Raiders have got him. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun, here's Smith. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker.
And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Raiders, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next